I'm outside, laying on the floor. There's a full moon. And I just realized the thing about love and about loving myself. You're not even gonna be shocked when I tell you. So what I found out on the full moon about loving yourself is so simple yet very profound, and it might not be really contained in these words, because when you heal, when you learn, when you ascend vibrationally, every time you come upon a certain understanding, it's a new angle, it's deeper understanding or higher understanding, higher plane, from which you can see stuff that you weren't able to see before. And basically, what I realized about self-love, obviously it has to be unconditional and all-encompassing, but that sounds kind of maybe ambiguous or too removed from a place where somebody can be not really loving themselves. And I have been on this learning to love self journey for years now. And I'm not saying you have to be on it for years, but what I'm saying is that I kept finding new and better ways to understand what it means and how to embody it, right? And I'm not gonna talk about the previous steps, but I'm gonna just explain the one that I realized on the full moon. So basically, you have to love yourself exactly in a way you love a person you would be in love with. And by that, I mean the inner child work, which is a primary way of integrating anything and everything and communicating with self and recognizing your own emotions and your own patterns, etc., etc. It's just at the core, whichever name you put on it, whichever modality you ascribe it to. It is inner child work in one way or another. So loving yourself goes through the same process. When you love somebody, you just love them so much. You love everything they do. You love every little thing. Every, the angle of their face that you are looking at them at. Or, I don't know, a hair on their chin. How they do their work. How awkward they are. How cute they are. Dumb questions they're asking. Every little thing, right? So previously, my understanding of self-love or my expression of self-love only came through managing stress. What I mean by that is I would do inner child work when something was unclear, disturbing, or ambiguous within myself. So I go within and I calm the child down and I give them love, right? So that's, I thought, how I'm supposed to give them love. And I completely missed all other time. Like the fact that if you only pay attention to somebody when they're struggling, that's not really love. That's just managing distractions and discomforts, right? Like you're treating them as a nuisance. And what you should do instead is just love them, aka yourself, any moment you have, like any moment you have awareness of yourself, or any moment maybe you think in your mind about somebody else and you already feel this feeling, oh, I really like that person. And then in your mind, you just swap them for yourself. And you learn to direct those feelings at yourself, but it's not even so much a learning to direct them at yourself, but just giving yourself as much love as possible. Because what we don't realize, or at least what I didn't realize, is if I love myself, that's going to be 24/7. And I am with myself 24/7, right? Like when you're in love with somebody, when you have a partner, you maybe live together, you wake up next to them, you eat together with them, or like you see them do their job and whatever. Like you observe them in very mundane situations. And that's exactly how you have to direct your self-love at self. And the thing is, yes, when we're loving somebody, the feeling is still within, right? So it's not like loving somebody is qualitatively different from loving yourself. It's the same feeling, but fulfillment of loving self is different because of the unhealed child, aka the expectations of not being loved that you were conditioned into by not having a loving upbringing or loving later interactions with the world. And that's what you're healing by centering yourself as the object of love. Anything in your mind that you're appreciating, put yourself into that space immediately. Outside of yourself as well. You just keep centering and keep giving that love to yourself, and you'll notice immediately as you do this, your whole body relaxes, your whole energy shifts completely. Even if you weren't in distress, the level of free and the level of relaxed and the level of happy you arrive at by practicing this, by practicing putting yourself as the object of your love, incomparable to anything. And immediately you trust the universe, you know everything's gonna be alright, you're happy, fulfilled, you're not overthinking the future, you are in the present moment, because you are in the present moment with the love of your life, with yourself. You're absorbed into this presence and you are enjoying the joy of loving and of life. This is incredible and you should try this. I highly encourage you to try this. You deserve nothing less than this. And nobody can give you that because you have to have it from within. Anyhow, I love you. Have a good time of day. See you later. Bye.